Joining us tonight, Patrice Onwuka, Senior Policy Analyst at the Independent Women's Forum. Patrice, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
There's a report that 4 in 10 people in this country will not trust the results of the election if their candidate doesn't win in 2020. Is that well-placed skepticism, or have we become a cynical nation?
I think we've given in, or many people have given in, to the conspiracy theory, the biggest one being Russia collusion with the Trump campaign. I think the media and the left did a fantastic job of trying to undermine the election of President Trump in the minds of so many Americans, to the point where now they're going to believe that if the person they voted for doesn't win, then somebody tampered with their elections, despite we know the 2-year investigation that resulted in us knowing there were no votes changed as a result of
well, we know we were told that, right?
Yes.
And I happen to be among those who think it's a very healthy skepticism because electoral integrity has to be assured. If we do not see our governments, and I'm talking about state governments and every jurisdiction, including the federal government, assure electoral integrity, assure that registered voters are truly registered voters, and that voters are registered and that they are conducting proper and correct elections, then I think everybody should be skeptical. There better be evidence that we know what we're doing in this election. Not just because of all of the nonsense. We know now there was more intervention on the part of illegal immigrants being questioned about, questions being raised about whether there were more illegal immigrants voting in the 2016 election. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Well, I think so your point about healthy skepticism in ensuring that our electoral process is not tampered with is fair. I was talking broadly about this Russia collusion story, but it is fair to make sure.
But the Russia collusion story is over. The special counsel has rested his case, vindicated the president. The nonsense, everyone who's been peddling that tripe has been proved to be a liar and a fool.
Exactly. But we do have to worry, though, as you rightly said, that we have to worry about whether, votes are being changed, but because of irregularities in the machines, for example. And we see Mississippi as a really great example of whether or not new technology is actually working. What's great, though, is we have seen Congress allocate millions of dollars to states for them to be able to shore up their own electoral processes. Now, whether states are taking advantage of that congressional money, that's another story.
Well, and if citizens aren't making certain that their precincts, their districts, their states are not assuring the integrity of their elections, then shame on them, because it's up to each one of us to make sure that is exactly what happens. Patrice, you get the very last word. We're a little over time. 15 seconds.
Oh, I just direct everybody to President Trump's tweet as Senator Gillibrand just dropped out of the race, and he had the greatest troll, which is, oh boy, she was the one that I was most worried about. I think it's hilarious.
Patrice Onwuka, thanks so much.